Works and Safety meeting is called to order. Let the record reflect we have a quorum. First item on the agenda is minutes of the regular meeting of January 10th, 2019. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve?
A second?
Second.
Do you guys have any questions over the minutes?
No.
Okay. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you. There is no unfinished business. We'll move on to new business. First item is item A, acceptance of a release of improvement bonds and acceptance of maintenance bond for storm sewers in Greens at Winding Ridge, Section 6. I think this is more of a continuation of all of the acceptance bonds, is it not?
Pretty well. Yeah, it's what you've looked at before. It's passed at all inspections, meets city standards. So we're comfortable releasing the improvement bond and accepting their maintenance bond.
Okay, is this the last one, or are there more, or help me understand?
Over at the Greens, or?
Yeah, Winding Ridge in general.
I mean, eventually we'll have to release the maintenance bond. There will be one final inspection,
Okay.
but that's a couple year or so away. So,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I'll entertain a motion to approve item A.
Motion to approve.
Do you have a second? Okay. You guys have any questions for Mr. Anthony?
No.
All right. All those in favor of approval of item A, please raise your hand. Next item is item B, approval of an on-call professional engineering services agreement with Shrewsbury and Associates. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve?
Second?
Second.
Okay. Bill, you want to share with us what this is?
Yeah, it's for, Shrewsbury's going to be our consultant on our ADA transition plan, which, as you may or may not know, is a requirement from NDOT to maintain federal aid eligibility. We're considered a sub-recipient, so we have to have this plan in place to maintain that good status as a sub-recipient.
This is because they've already got a master agreement with us.
Yes, this is more or less a task order.
Okay.
Yep.
Just for the purpose of this financial aid, I assume, or it's kind of when you say task order, it's just for this purpose that we're having them on call, or is it?
No, we have
Wide open.
have an overall on-call master agreement with Shrewsbury that we approved. I forget when it was last year at some point, but this is.
Seems right.
Yeah, this is the first task order of 2019 for them.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand.
That document that we approved in July or whatever, that doesn't cover this type of stuff, or so we need to approve each new?
I mean, typically, we take the individual task orders to you all for approval.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because each one's a different project.
Sure.
Yes, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Any further questions?
No.
Yeah, I have a first and second on item B. All those in favor of approval of item B, please raise your hand. Unanimous?
Thank you.
Last item for you tonight, Bill, is item C. Approval of a contract with Corson Fire and Security. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve?
Second?
Second.
All right.
This is for inspection of our fire extinguishers at our 59th Street maintenance facility as well as our 53rd Street garage. I believe there's also purchase of 15 new small canister type fire extinguishers for the vehicle fleet. And this is more or less for our street department.
Give me 1 second. I want to look at something on this.
Sure.
Which two locations did you say, Bill?
59th Street maintenance garage and the 53rd Street facility.
So we've approved previous orders for them to do the inspections.
At this building.
Right.
Yeah, but not at those facilities. This is a separate agreement.
And you're bidding out each building separately, or is it?
Well, so we have separate contracts because separate funds are paying for these. So like the general fund pays for this building and then our MVH or 201 pays for the maintenance garage and our maintenance facility.
What did you say the other extinguishers were for? You said
There's, I think, 15 fire extinguishers. It's for the fleet. So.
Street department.
Yeah, for the street departments, like the dump trucks, the street sweepers, the pickup trucks, everything like that. So they have them on hand.
okay.
So forgive me, Bill, I'm going through this contract. I don't know if you have a copy with you or not.
I don't have one in front of me, no.
I'm looking at the total annual fee for services checked above shows $575. And there's an addendum for $625 or $675.
Right.
But on the cover sheet, it asks for $850 a year and $675 for the 15 extinguishers. What's the disparity between the two?
Not on the cover sheet, the one that's the contract cover sheet could have been a typo.
This one here?
It very well could have been. Can I see?
Yes, please.
Contract.
Look on the back page of the first page, back page. It shows $575 for their annual contract.
575.
Just making sure there's not something I'm missing.
Oh, I'm sorry. So there is a separate 275. That's the inspection fee on the existing ones at the 53rd Street facility.
Okay, so that's the total of $850 for the
Yes,
annual.
yeah, so you have an annual fee for the inspection services of $575 at the, I'm sorry, $575 is the annual inspection fee at the 53rd Street facility.
Okay.
And then the $275 is the annual inspection fee at the 59th Street facility.
So effectively, you're just itemizing each location then?
Yes.
Any further questions on this?
No.
Anything from legal?
No.
All right. I have no further comments or questions. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Next item is item D, approval of an agreement between MedBill Corporation and the City of Lawrence Fire Department. Chief?
This contract was a 3-year contract we did in 16. It's due again now. The one you had before you is a 5-year contract. And the reason we're doing a 5-year is they're purchasing new computers for the ambulances. Instead of us paying them 5 3/4 for their service, they're going to, or excuse me, instead of paying them 6, we're only going to be paying them 5 3/4. And then on collections over 120 days, instead of us only getting 20%, we're going to be getting 25%. And the reason we did it for 5 years, it's good for us to lock that in for a 5-year period because of those percentages going up on both ends of the collections and the new fees. So with the new computers that we don't have to pay for. And there's also a compliance thing they threw in there. They're going to be doing once a month that's required on anybody that handles anything with HIPAA, which is our entire fire department, our civilians, and includes my administrative assistant and also the controller's office. So that's the reason we're doing a 5-year versus a 3 this time.
A lot of times they incentivize companies and municipalities to go with longer term and
Right.
better rates too, so I'm sure that's what it was. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve item D.
A motion to approve?
I have a second.
Second.
You guys have any questions for the chief?
No, I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. Anything from legal on this one?
No.
Okay. No comments or questions? All those in favor of approval of item D, please raise your hand. Thank you. Next item is item E, approval of an indemnity and hold harmless agreement between Pinwell Corporation, FDIC, and the City of Lawrence.
In this contract, hasn't changed. This board has approved the last 3 years. And it's, FDIC comes here and utilizes our tower. And this is the same contract they use nationwide. And in turn, we get roughly around 10,000 hours in training to let them use this facility for like the 3 days. And like I said, this is the same exact contract. We'll have a signed copy in the next few days, but like I said, it hasn't changed in the last 3 years. It's the same contract that we brought before this board.
Okay. At this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Do you have a second?
Second.
Legal, do we need to vote on this pending the signed contract, or how do you want to do it? How do you want
No,
to
you
proceed?
can go ahead and vote on it.
Just vote on it.
Just as a process, we make a practice of having the vendor sign before the city signs, so
Okay.
that's.
Okay. So no exceptions to the motion. No comments or questions. All those in favor of approval of item E, please raise your hand. Okay. Next item is item F, approval of the quote with ProAir.
Okay, since this is below 150,000, we secured 3 bids, and the bid that we're asking you to approve is for the 149.9, and that is for 4 fill stations, because the next item will be the air packs. We have to update the 2 current stations we have, and all the firehouses will be equipped with to fill SCBA bottles. So that price is inclusive of all up-to-date 4 compressors for the 4 stations.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions on this one?
So is these the air firemen use when they go in buildings?
Yeah, it's the compressed air, and it's what the tanks that they wear. That's the fill stations we use to fill those.
I saw something about scuba in there, and I thought maybe you were.
Actually, you can use those fill stations for scuba tanks also.
Okay.
But the SCBA is a self-contained breathing apparatus, is what that stands for.
Do we have diving team?
We did have,
Okay.
and we were able to fill. I know the one fill station we have has been there since, I've got 27 years on, it's been there since I've been there. But since the next item up for approval, we have to have these updated fill stations to meet the new bottles that we're going to be using.
Okay. Did I get a first and second on that one? Okay. All right. I have a first and second. All those in favor of approval of item F, raise your hand. Unanimous. And the last item under new business, item G, approval of a quote with Municipal Emergency Services, MES, for air packs.
Yes. In that one, we are securing, this is kind of like the same lines as like when we do the fire engines, and we're going through the HGAC, so we jumped on another bid. These air packs were last done 11 years ago. The life of these packs are right around 10 years. They have to get hydro tested every once in a while, but these are new up-to-date packs. I've talked with the controller. We're good with the financing. It's past legal, but the packs we currently use are 11 years old, and this has got the latest technology. We were supposed to have done this last year. We kind of waited. I asked the controller to postpone it for a year because some of the technology changed this year. So we'll be getting the state-of-the-art, the most up-to-date packs for our firefighters to wear.
For you. Good for you. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve item G.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Second.
Any questions or comments before we vote? Nope. Okay, all those in favor of approval of item G, please raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, thank you.
That's the total, right?
Thank you.
That's correct, right?
I believe so. I feel like it probably is. All right. I have one gentleman in the back of the audience. I'm going to ask for citizens' comments in just a minute. Anything from administration, Bill?
Just a couple things. So far this year, we've been pretty successful in our snow removal activities. We're keeping our salt barn full and our brine storage tanks full. We just ordered another 200 tons of salt for the barn to keep it at capacity and another 6,000 gallons of brine. So we're keeping things full, so it's at our disposal when needed. And then secondly, Penny Fitele, Faitele. He is our new code enforcement inspector, just joined DPW here about 2 weeks ago.
F-I-T-L-E,
Faitele.
F-A-I-T,
E-L-E.
L-E. So
Penny is P-N-N-Y.
P-E-N-I. So he'll be out in the neighborhood, so if you see him out and about, say hi.
What's Penny's background?
Penny comes to us from utilities as a laborer. He has a strong construction background. He will not only be doing like our typical code enforcement, high weeds and grass, trash, stuff like that. He'll also be doing our punch listed items like our bond release inspections. There will be some limited building inspections that he will do. But yeah, he comes to us with a strong construction background and having worked for the utilities for several years before this.
All right, great. Welcome aboard.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
All right, thank you, Bill.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry, you can sit down, but just wanted to make note that the attack on snow is one-fold, but now we're starting to see potholes, I'm sure you know, and I'm sure that's going to be the next conversation you're having with the street crew, so.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
I saw you guys out there, was it Monday?
I saw someone last week hot patch or probably cold patching, I would guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're gonna have to rev up the engine and start chasing those things now. It seems like we just got them caught up and here we are again, so, yeah, so. Okay. Sir, in the background, anything from the comments? Okay, gotta ask. With no further business coming before this board, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor? We are adjourned.
Nice.